problem is, I think with streaming, it's not a commitment. So for example, you are the person who joined my stream multiple times, and of course maybe you follow the stream, but then there's a chance that most of the viewers, they come into the stream and see if something interesting is going on, and then if something is happening, they stay. If not, they just leave. Or maybe if they like it, they subscribe. But I don't think so that it's really strict that everyone, or like some viewers say, hey, at that day there's this guy streaming, like I'm really interested, I want to follow, and try to explicitly or like strictly be like online at that point. My point is, there is a very few amount of people that are really interested in following along and joining almost every stream. And also I would say, for example, you can, if you're really interested, you can maybe follow the social media of your favorite content creator, and then if they share things there, you get notified. I mean, the idea is good, but the problem is also I don't see it that there is much of a market and many people who would be interested in paying. I think there's like a really small market, and I don't think people would see this as an application that provides like a great value that they can pay. They can basically just follow the content creator online. I think it's really really hard, to be honest, to find an application that people are willing to pay. You're my favorite content creator. Yeah, thank you, I really appreciate it. But yeah, I think the application would be really just really few users. But that's a good starting point, of course. I mean, you saw a problem and you try to create an application. That's like a really good approach, of course. That's the first step. The second step would be try to understand if this application is something that people would actually pay for. Why won't you do web development? To be honest, in the past I did some web development, but to be honest, I don't like it. I mostly like it when it's related to server, so mainly just backend. And usually the front end I don't really like, but the backend, that's where I'm really interested in. But in general, my work didn't go into that direction, and I think web development, for me, it's not a really it's not interesting at this point, let's put it this way. If you mean programming languages, I think I know. Okay, let's start from the a really basic thing like assembly, which is basically writing machine code, like really close to the CPU and like hardware. And then C and C++, Python, Java, Delphi, if you count it, Pascal. I also learned this in, I think, in school. And Python, I'm not sure if I counted it. And yeah, I think in total you could say something around seven languages, like programming languages. But the thing is that the number of also JavaScript, so like 8. But yeah, but yeah, the number of languages does not really matter that much. Of course, it's the programming side. Like if you know programming, you can basically just learn syntax. Yeah, that's really good. I mean, again, the number of languages almost doesn't matter. I mean, it's the idea that you can program, the idea that you can break the complex topics into smaller, manageable problems, and then solve those smaller problems one by one and try to solve the bigger problem. So the skill that you're really learning is just programming. And to be honest, the number of languages is not that important, at least in my opinion. Okay, so I'm not sure if you remember, but last time we answered some pair of question and answers. For example, here the assistant, the AI model would ask some question, like it would explain, and then make a question in the end, and then I also answered the questions. The idea is that with these question answers, which were related to the generated blog post, we want to integrate the insights of the business owner, in this case myself, into the blog post. And then through this we are trying to make things a bit less generic, and we are trying to basically integrate the business owner's idea and mindset into the blog post. Bible is too late at 11. We'll definitely make a new website. Game, sorry, I was leaving. I was definitely watching again. Yeah, no problem. Again, really nice talking to you, and also congratulations on starting your channel. It's really nice. I hope like things go smooth, and I hope that you stay motivated. But really great that you started. So have a good night, and I hope again I see you next time. Take care. Okay, so last time we got these question answers and also the blog post, and now I asked Claude to basically integrate all of these question answers. Second. And we asked Claude to basically integrate the question answers and the blog post, like integrate the question answers into the blog post, so that it's not really like fully AI generated. So the idea and insights of the business owner would be applied to the blog post. So it's like AI generated text plus the understanding of the business owner, which can be of course unique because that's a personality, and then it just combining these two would increase the value, to the reader, would also increase the value to the search engines, for example Google and so, and that's a goal that we are having here. Now I'm reading a bit through the generated blog and try to understand if it's like, can I call it a good blog post, or is it again a bit like an AI slop that I have to change something and improve something. So the blog post, the topic was how small businesses can publish consistent blog posts without a full-time writer. And for example, first strategic planning and content calendar, and leverage your internal expertise. And co-founder, okay, so it says that they're people, they're basically the experts in your business. You have invaluable insights and story knowledge, which is like true, of course. The challenge isn't the lack of expertise, it's a lack of time or skill to translate their expertise into well-structured, engaging blog posts. And then here's a reality we observed. Most business owners are filled with valuable insights that simply need to be extracted and structured into the blog post, which is again true, and this is something that I believe in. The barrier is not knowledge, the absence of automated systematic approach. Okay, optimize your content creation process. Don't start from scratch. Use simple templates for blog posts. And batching tasks. Dedicate specific blocks of time to content-related activities. And prioritize quality and authenticity while consistency. You shouldn't come at the expense of quality. Your blog post needs to be authoritative, engaging, brand aligned, SEO ready. Generic AI might seem like a quick fix, It often lacks authentic voice and deep insight that build trust and differentiate your brand. They want to hear from you, not a robot. And now, okay, so far I would say the content was really good. I mean, it was kind of on point. And then now the private kernel solution is also where it kind of advertises the solution that the business, in this case our own business, is providing. Okay, so let's read this part. This first challenge was built to solve. We understand you have knowledge, but the bandwidth of full-time writer is there for generating your content. Private kernel acts as your content creation and publishing support platform, combining your authenticate expertise and smart automation to deliver consistent high-quality blog. Topic setup. Involves expertise extraction through guided interviews. Deliberately guide the conversation toward questions that AI simply cannot answer. Years of wisdom, tagging insight that add genuine soul to your content. And then also you can pause an interview and return to complete when you have time. No pressure, no rigid schedules. So the interview response, come up to the industry, trend monitoring and research. Okay, for example, this part combined with automated industry trend monitoring and research. This is a little bit off. Let me take a screenshot. Okay, so yeah, it's a bit, I think at the moment we don't really, at least to this stage. Okay, 1 second, let me check something. Yeah, I think we kind of messed up this part. Combines automated industry monitoring with the structured interview framework. Yeah, I think last time we also mentioned that we don't really want to force the industry news or like industry monitoring, because in many cases there's basically the industry news is like too slow for the business. But at the moment it's okay then. This isn't generating your voice, your insight, and your expertise. Now structure optimized maximum impact. Tutorial workflow, publishing support and analytics. A small business to transform their deep knowledge into a consistent stream of valuable content. The insight that only comes from doing your work, solving the real problems. We provide automated system to turn it into authoritative brand-aligned blog post reliably and efficiently. You don't need a full-time writer. Optimizing. You can establish your business as a leader, attracting customers. Okay. Okay, to be honest, I think this is a legit blog post, if you ask me. I mean, it was aligned with the topics of the business, and also it also integrated the things that I said in the interview. So it basically kind of matches everything. Out of my curiosity, I kind of want to maybe see how does it perform. Yeah, so I mean, of course, in general, yeah, of course, it's AI and okay, so this is, to be honest, this is really interesting. I mean, I was kind of hoping for it, but of course it's a bit you can't really always say that it's gonna work. But I just generated a blog post using Claude. I just generated the blog post using Claude, and basically the only okay, let me put it this way. So this is very interesting because now using our just proof of concept pipeline for generating blog posts, scanning it with GPT-0, we got something around like 70% AI. So this means like even though everything was automated, we managed to integrate the idea of the business and the business owner into the blog post. The idea was extracted throughout the question answer, like the interview framework that we are trying to build. And basically, based on the blog post, the user goes through a line of questioning and answering. It's related to the business, it's related to the blog post topic. So it's really focused and aligned to extract information. And what I basically done was I just copy pasted the blog post, my chat with the model, and then I just asked Claude to basically just integrate the thing for me. Just like really almost some lines of prompting Claude. And it gave me this generated blog that it scored almost like 70%. Like they are moderately confident that this is AI. It's still detected as AI. I mean, I don't want to say that it's something crazy, but like the minimum thing, the minimum workflow went through, and in the end, it also feels like more human, I would say. And also I also read the blog, and to be honest, for me it's like a legit blog, if you ask me. So in any case, I think the workflow it has potential, and I think it's really working, I would say. So now the next step would be to kind of make this whole process in a like a good user experience. So that would be like the next goal. Okay, I will be right back. I have to do something really quick. Okay. Okay. And now okay, to be honest, okay, now at this point, I think the output is nice. And I'm also kind of thinking to actually post it. Let me see if I can do that. Search. Okay. So at the moment, okay, 1 second. I'm not sure if I added the yeah, okay, so down it, yeah, Okay, so I want to use this I want to use this library, mark down it, and at the moment I have my blog post, which to be honest, I like, and I want to share it on my website. So basically, we can have another blog post here. Now, I want to share it and like basically post it online. And to do that, let me firstly, okay, at the moment this part is not implemented directly using Python. And, oops. And then I have to do it in N8N because, yeah, I already figured out the pipeline there. So okay. So this is the workflow. I'm interested in having no previous workflows, really. Okay. Okay. I think I just have to turn the blog post markdown into HTML and post it on my website. Okay, I just have to find the request format. Okay. Okay. So let me quickly mark down it. Okay, From Markdown and import Markdown. Okay. And then how should we use it? Okay, we installed it. I'm pretty sure I had the script already figured out somewhere. Could it be another project? Let me see. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I have it somewhere else. Oops. Okay, this is the another project. Basically just some playground for me. And I do some random stuff here. Probably a blog post. Okay, so this is a blog post. I just copy this from Claude. Copy. And then I paste it here. And then source script activate, and then Python HTML. Basically it's markdown to HTML, MD to HTML. Okay, and then MD to HTML. I think it just opens the file and test.html. Okay, I will open it here. It looks good. Also in the last one, just on a tag. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just like that. And we now have the link. How can you business publish content? Okay. So, yeah, perfect. And yeah, in the end you also have the link. Okay, and I just have to gain as code to generate me some stuff. What do we need? Okay. Okay, now based on the generated blog post, I want the title. I want meta description. I want. What else do I want? One second. Okay, so basically post title, post summary, so keywords. A list of keywords and post shared and post content publish to. Yeah, I think these are the ones. These are the ones that we need to send a request to the website to basically upload or publish the whoa, what? What's this? Meta description. Post summary. I feel like it's too long. Okay, so we're gonna need post title, post summary, post keyword. So we take this for meta description. And the title. Meta description and then the content. Or keywords. Okay, and then backend creation. Title, meta description, LSI keywords. Okay. The automated content creation. Blog post automation. Authentic business content, 8 content tools. To publish blog posts consistently. Small businesses. Okay, and then comes the HTML. Then we have to copy. Of course, we have to, as you can see, we're just at the moment keeping things simple. But that's the whole idea. We want to automate the whole process in the end. Putting the decision. Okay, should I? Okay, I have the string, but I also needed the, for example, the backslash and so. That's right. Okay. How to yeah, I think presentation X. Okay. And okay, yeah, perfect. I copy this. Copy this and paste it here. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to create the create the content and the fields, and then I get invalid escape character. Shouldn't I use the escape character like this? What? I feel like the last time it was not this painful. But I don't remember what I did last time. Okay. This here would be escape character, wouldn't it? example, we have \n. Does it have to be double? No, we also have it here. Okay, there's another problem somewhere. Oh, yeah. JSON and then dump-us. Maybe import JSON and hopefully here. Dump-us. Okay, how about now? Okay, now convert it again. Okay, let's see if it's valid. Okay, it is valid, but kind of want to okay, and now here and separate this one. Okay, I hope now it's good. Okay, I will turn this on and try to remove these for now, and then I will send a request which got internal error. Interesting. What's the problem? Ah, okay. I don't know why, but I think sometimes it's successful and I get internal error. So anyway, and now back here. Okay, now we have it, but what's the problem? Okay. Let me. Yeah. Okay. What? Okay, so we log in here and then we start the admin app. And then we go to dashboard, your posts. Okay, I can't see it here. What's the name? How small business? Okay, I deleted it. And then here. Okay, and now we send it again. Yeah, it's because okay. You have to execute again and then send it again. Okay, so now it's done. We go back here, hit refresh. I mean, sometimes it takes some time to load. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Now we have the blog post published. About private channel and how to. Okay, so that's the process. And I think this is a legit blog post. I have to, however, delete it again, unfortunately, because I also want to or maybe I don't have to. Okay, one second. I also want the oops, so many tabs open. I also wanted to run this and run this. I think we're good. So these are the basically agents that would publish stuff on our platforms like social media. This one, I think the one that I'm running at the moment, this is for our Twitter account, and the other one is Telegram, which, yeah. And then I also have to stop the admin app. Okay, so this is it, and okay, so the generation was a bit painful. Like posting. It was a painful. I had to try to figure out some stuff. I could also maybe okay, so our first tweet. I think our first tweet is out. Yeah, so this is our first tweet, and then hopefully the rest will follow. And we'll wait for it to finish, and this will run probably for a couple of minutes, and then we'll also get how many? Posting 5 tweet thread. Yes, like it's just 5 messages, and then this would all be in a thread format and posted on our Twitter. And yeah, I think that's pretty much the things that I wanted to check and try to do. I mean, it's been a while, I would say, since the last time we created a blog post, sadly. I think this one is for today, and last one was almost a month ago, so it's also been quite a while since we generated a blog post. But that's the whole idea. It's hard for us, it's definitely hard for other people, and I think if we just figure out the user experience that the user has go through to get the generated blog, I think that's really game changing, and hopefully we can make it right. Of course, to do that we need some pilot projects, like some blog posts that we basically do for free, and we can get some feedbacks from it. So that's also another thing that we have to be interested in, and try to basically find some people, like business owners, who are interested in this topic, and we try to provide them with a free blog post, and hopefully we can get some feedbacks through that. But I think at the moment, to be honest, personally, I got more confidence in the whole pipeline, and to be honest, I hope it goes through the direction that we also figure out the user experience, and everything would just work seamlessly without any problem. I mean, that's the hope, of course. Things will probably break, but in the end, I'm really relatively confident in the idea, in the workflow that we're having in our mind. And I mean, today I also saw the example, like this blog post that was generated. To be honest, this was, I would call it a good blog post, and it gave me value. I was reading it and I was going through it. I got to some points. I got the value. I also, since it was integrated with my own insights, I also saw the taste basically of my input, that basically my ideas were also shared through the blog post. And I think this is really important for businesses, because the business is almost reflecting the business owner's mind. Yeah, so the content that they're sharing, if it has the voice, if it has the authenticity of the owner, I think in long term it's gonna be really good for the business. And also, it's like a portfolio, of course. If you have generated blogs and then you shared it on your website for, I don't know, past 6 months, And then if your last blog post is from 1 month ago, I think it's still valid, and it kind of shows that you're an active business, you are doing your work, and in the next to it, you're basically sharing your insights and having all of this as the in the format of blog posts. It's really nice. And the good thing is that the blog post would also enable us to share the content, like kind of reuse it, reformat it to the LinkedIn blog posts, to Instagram, to Twitter. Like all of these things would be possible when you have a long-term content, I would say. So in general, I'm pretty glad that the way that things have turned so far, and hopefully next times we kind of get more into actually building the experience, the UX and UI. We try to complete the platform, and I think today, to be honest, gave me a really good amount of confidence, I would say. So the threads are being shared, but sometimes I put a bit of sleep duration. For example, this one would be shared in 10 minutes. So in general, there are some delays between to avoid hitting the threshold and trying to share the tweet and the thread without any problems. So yeah, I think today the blog post was also turned out to be good, and I think next time it would be also really nice if we had some sort of critic agents that would analyze, or like some processes that basically would analyze the blog post and find some problems, find some logical problems, or like any problems with the blog post that could be fixed. And this could also, of course, be valuable. We kind of take a last step of evaluation to just make sure everything is robust, and then maybe this also improves the quality. Yeah, so I let this run. This probably takes some more minutes, and basically I have to have a chat with my co-founder, and we probably have to discuss the future ideas, like how we can actually turn this workflow into the kind of basically make the front end, simply put. But yeah, today, the result of today was something that I think, as I said, it gave me confidence in the idea, and hopefully we can crack the code for the user experience, and we'll see what will happen in the future. Also, I was thinking that we have to kind of change the whole idea of the schedules, because at the moment, to be honest, it's a bit vague. We have to also update the landing page once again and try to show it that, hey, we are looking for some pilot projects, some samples to create our portfolio in this manner, basically getting some feedback. And I think for that it would be nice to have a scheduled meeting. For example, we will also say that we will generate for you a sample blog post, and you basically have to just answer a couple of questions, and then you can see your result, for example. But yeah, this is also a bit of a question at the moment, but I think that could be done. At least I have some ideas. Yeah, in any case, I think today today I think was good for me regarding the regarding the generated blog. And I think next time, we'll see what we'll do next time. Maybe next time I focus a bit more on the landing page. And in any case, thank you for watching. Highly appreciate it. I do this sort of stream every weekend. I mean, it was Friday, either Friday or Saturday, but now I'm also thinking about doing it Sunday, but we'll see. And other than that, thank you again for watching. Please, I would highly appreciate it if you could hit the like button or subscribe. This will highly appreciate it, and it supports me and like gives me a bit of motivation. But in any case, I hope best of luck. Like, I wish you best of luck for your projects, for your stuff that you're doing, and also hopefully I'll also see you next time. Thank you for watching. Take care and see you next time. Bye bye.